Hello everyone, and thank you for joining this session. My name is Terance Joseph Paulraj. I specialize in enterprise data architecture, cloud data engineering, and AI-driven business intelligence. I bring close to 25 years of experience in building data systems for global organizations. The title of today's talk is AI-driven enterprise intelligence, enabling real-time decision making in MLOps. The topic is important because businesses cannot depend on slow reports anymore. By the time traditional insight reach leaders, the opportunity may already be gone. What organization need is real-time intelligence, data that is processed instantly, analyzed with AI, and acted on right way. The next 30 minutes, I will walk you through four areas: how enterprise intelligence has evolved, the building blocks required, the role of responsible AI, and finally, a practical roadmap to make it real. By the end, you will see how AI and MLOps together enable smarter, faster, and more reliable decisions. Here is the agenda for today's session. We will start with evaluation of enterprise intelligence. I will explain how organization moved from retrospective reporting to real-time decision systems and why this shift is necessary. Next, we will explore the building blocks of AI-driven intelligence. This includes distributed processing, machine learning models, and automated workflows. They form the core technology that makes real-time decision possible. After that, I will discuss responsible AI implementation. As AI becomes more powerful, it also raises ethical questions. We need governance, transparency, and trust to make sure these systems are used responsibly. Finally, we will cover a practical MLOps blueprint. This includes architecture, integration strategies, and an implementation roadmap that organizations can follow. My goal is not only to explain concepts, but also to give you a practical takeaways. By the end of the session, you should have a clear picture of how enterprise intelligence can transform organizations. Let's begin with the shift from retrospective intelligence to real-time intelligence. For many years, traditional business intelligence only looked backward. It was based on historical data and shared through periodic reports, daily, weekly, or monthly. The common issue was delay. By the time leaders received this report, the situation had already changed. Traditional BA answered the question, what happened? But gave little guidance on what should we do now. Real-time enterprise intelligence changes this. It takes continuous data streams and processes them as they arrive. This allows organization to react immediately, not hours or days later. AI take this even further. Predictive analytics highlight what is likely to happen, while prescriptive analytics recommend the best next action. Some of these actions can even be automated. For example, fraud detection systems. It can block suspicious activity in real time without human review. The shift from descriptive reporting to predictive and prescriptive intelligence is the core difference between yesterday's BI and today's AI-driven system. Enterprise intelligence becomes powerful when four parts come together. The first is AI models. These are algorithms that recognize patterns, predict outcomes, and generate useful insights. Without them, the data stays raw and underused. The second is MLOps practices. This ensures models don't just stay in research. They are deployed, monitored, and updated as needed. MLOps makes AI reliable and ready for business use. The third is real-time processing. Instead of waiting for overnight report, data is processed as soon as it arrives. This gives business agility and immediate responses. The fourth is governance. Governance provides rules, accountability, and compliance. It makes sure AI systems are ethical, explainable, and trusted. When all four intersect, AI models, MLOps, real-time processing, and governance, we get enterprise intelligence that is fast, scalable, and trustworthy. Missing even one piece weakens the system. Together, they create the foundation for smarter, faster, and more sustainable decisions. AI driven intelligence is built on three main building blocks. The first is distributed data processing. Large amounts of data need to be processed quickly and reliably. Tools like Apache Kafka, Spark Streaming, and cloud services make this possible. They handle streams of information at scale with very little delay. The second is machine learning models. This can be simple statistical models or advanced deep learning networks. They find patterns, predict outcomes, and recommend actions. Models can focus demand, predict customer churn, or detect fraud in real time. The third is automated decision workflows. Once insights are generated, they must be turned into actions. Rule engines, reinforcement learning, and automation tools help systems act on insights without waiting for humans, especially for routine decisions. When combined these three elements, processing, modeling, and workflows turn raw data into real-time intelligence. They are the foundation of enterprise systems that can act, not just report. Many organizations start their AI journey with small pilots. These pilots often sit in silos, managed by different teams with little coordination. This leads to duplicate efforts, inconsistent practices, and wasted resources. The next stage is integrated platforms. Here, organizations move away from scattered pilots and use shared infrastructure. They standardize processes, connect data pipelines, and encourage collaboration across departments. This reduces duplication and increases efficiency. The most advanced stage is enterprise intelligence. At this level, AI models, data, and workflows all operate together. Insights from one area, such as supply chain, can directly inform another area, like finance. Customer insights can influence product decisions. The journey moves from fragmented pilots to integrated platforms, and finally to enterprise intelligence. The real value comes at the final stage when AI is embedded into everybody's business process. That's when organizations unlock the full power of intelligence. Let me ask you this. How often have you tried to get the data and felt stuck with technical tools? Most people don't want to write queries, they just want answers. This is where natural language interfaces play a role. They let people interact with systems using normal conversation. For example, a manager can ask, "What were our sales last week?" And the system can answer instantly, even with a chart. These interfaces do more than QA. They understand intent, recognize domain terms, and work across multiple models like text, chart, or voice. They act as a bridge between humans and AI. The benefit is democratization, self-service analytics, operational help, workflow automation, all become available to employees at every level, not just technical experts. By lowering barriers, natural language interfaces bring AI into daily work. They make enterprise intelligence easier to use so that data-driven decisions become part of everyone's job. Now let us see how these ideas work in real industries. In financial services, AI detects fraud in real time, often stopping it before damage is done. Algorithmic trading reacts faster than any human, and banks personalize services for each customer. In healthcare, AI helps doctor with clinical decisions. It predicts patients' risk, resource use in hospitals, and even support personalized treatment plans. In retail, companies use AI for dynamic pricing, inventory optimization, and personalized shopping. It also improves supply chain flexibility, helping stores stay stocked even during disruptions. In manufacturing, predictive maintenance prevents costly breakdowns. Quality checks becomes automated and production is optimized for efficiency. Each industry has unique needs, but the foundation is same. Real-time data, AI model, and automated workflows. This shows the flexibility of enterprise intelligence, no matter the field. These tools help organizations move faster, serve customers better, and save cost. Now let me ask, would you trust a system that is fast but unfair? Probably not. That's why responsible AI is the foundation of enterprise intelligence. Businesses depend on trust, and trust comes from doing AI the right way. Governance is the first step. Clear rules, roles, and review processes make sure someone is accountable for every model. Fairness means testing for bias and ensuring decisions are balanced across different groups of people. Explainability allows leader to understand why the system gave a certain output instead of treating it like a black box. Complaints ensure we follow laws like GDPR, industry rules, and privacy protections. With those responsible AI, system risk failure, lawsuits, or loss of reputations. With it, organization gain trust from customers, regulator, and employees. Responsible AI is not optional. It is what makes enterprise intelligence safe, ethical, and sustainable. One of the hardest challenging is balancing performance with ethics. Businesses always want more accuracy, but sometimes the most accurate model is not the fairest or easiest to explain. The first step is to map trade off. Recognize where accuracy might conflict with fairness and privacy. The second step is multi objective optimization. Designing models that optimize across several goals, not just accuracy. The third step is stakeholder input. Legal teams, ethic boards, and even end users should have a say in what is acceptable. Finally, we need continuous evaluation. As society changes, what is fact today may not be fact tomorrow. The goal is not perfection in one area, but balance across all. By making this decision openly and documenting them, organizations build AI systems that are strong in performance but also ethical and trusted. That balance is what sustains enterprise intelligence over time. Let's look at what the architecture of enterprise intelligence actually looks like. It begins with cloud native infrastructure. Containerization makes sure models run the same every Kubernetes manages scaling and resilience. Serverless functions allow event-driven processing, and infrastructure as code keeps everything reproducible. The second layer is data architecture. Event streaming backbones like of Arcanis carry data in real time. Feature stores keep models supplied with fresh inputs. Lakehouse patterns combine structured and unstructured data in one system. Data contracts ensure consistency and prevent errors. Together, this creates a strong foundation. Data flow continuously, models always have the latest information, and the infrastructure grows as business needs expand. Think of it like building not just a single building, but a whole city of intelligence. Each part connects, supports others, and scales together. That is a kind of blueprint needed for modern enterprise intelligence. Now that we have seen the architecture, let's talk about how machine learning integrates into business systems. First step is continuous integration. Every time a model or data pipeline changes, it must be tested automatically. This ensures quality and avoids surprises in production. The second step is continuous delivery. Models move from development to production in a repeatable process with version control and validation gates. This prevents error when rolling out new updates. The third feature is management. Using feature flags or canary deployments, organization can test new models on a small scale before rolling them out to everyone. Finally, monitoring and observation is essential. We track not just system performance but also business's outcome, data drift, and model accuracy. Integration ensures ideas don't stay in notebooks. It turns experiments into working systems that support real business decisions. Without integration, innovation stalls. With it, AI becomes part of everyday operations. Should AI make decisions fully on its own? The answer depends on the situation. Some cases work well with full automations. These are high volume, low risk decisions like filtering spam or flagging duplicate records. Other cases need a human in the loop. AI give recommendation, but humans approve the final decisions. This is common in medium risk areas like loan approvals or medical test reviews. Then there are AI augmented decisions. Here, AI provide insights, but humans stay in control. For example, a doctor may use AI to highlight areas in the scan, but doctor still makes the final diagnosis. The key is matching automation with risk. Low risk tasks can be automated. Higher stakes tasks must involve people. These balances give organization both speed and accountability. AI is powerful, but humans add judgment. Together, they create the right mix of efficiency and trust. How do we bring everything together? The answer is through a clear roadmap. Step 1, foundation, between 3 to 6 months. In this stage, organization set up MLOps infrastructure, governance, frameworks, streaming capabilities, and an initial catalog of models. Step 2, integration, anywhere between 6 to 12 months. Here, models connect to real systems. Low risk decision can be automated, monitoring is deployed, and retaining pipelines are built. Step 3, expenses, 12 to 24 months. At this age, organization adopt advanced methods like reinforcement learning or natural language interfaces. AI capabilities expand across departments and scale across the enterprise. The key is not to rush. Organizations succeed by starting small, proving value in early use cases, then expanding step by step. A roadmap provides direction, ensures steady progress, and builds trust in the system. So, how does this work move the field forward? First, we are building unified, cloud native MLOps platforms. Instead of scattered tools, models, and workflows run on scalable and cloud systems that connect across the enterprise. Second, we enable real time intelligence. Instead of waiting for reports, leaders get immediate insights and prescriptive actions. This level of responsiveness was not possible in the past. Third, we design adaptive and resilient AI systems. These systems do not break easily when conditions change. They are self-optimizing, fault-tolerant, and reliable. Finally, we embed ethical AI by design. Fairness, explainability, and complaints are built into the system from the start. Together, these advances change enterprise intelligence from a reporting tool into a real-time trusted decision engine. This is not just evaluation. It is a step change that pushes the entire field forward. Let's look at the measurable results organizations have achieved with AI-driven enterprise intelligence. First, forecasting accuracy improved by about 30%. This means companies predict demand, supply, or risk more effectively, leading to better planning and fewer surprises. Second, reporting efficiency increased by 90%. Reports that once took hours or days now generated almost instantly. Leaders can access insights quickly and make timely decisions. Third, companies achieved 12 to 15% revenue preservation. By predicting risk earlier and optimizing operation, they avoided losses and captured opportunities that might have been missed. These numbers are not just statistics. They represent real business outcomes, better planning, faster decision, and stronger financial performance. They also prove that AI-driven intelligence is more than theory. It delivers enterprise-level transformation in real environments. For Fortune 500 companies and beyond, these impacts are clear evidence of value. So, what does it mean for the wider industry? It means these models are not just useful in one place, they are shaping new standards. These frameworks are now being used as a reference architectures. They are cited in case studies, studied in professional forums, and adopted by multiple organizations. This shows their reliability and broad relevance. Many companies adopt the same approach. It validates the model. It proves that unifying AI, MLOps, real-time data, and governance works in practice. This adoption also creates momentum. As more organizations follow these practices, technology vendors and platforms adopt their tools to support them. In the innovation spreads, becoming an industry norm rather than an isolated success. This is the real power of this work. It doesn't just transform one company, it raises the bar for how entire industry thinks about AI-driven enterprise intelligence. Before we close, let us review the key points. First, AI-driven enterprise intelligence transforms decision making. We move from backward-looking reports to real-time predictive and prescriptive systems. Second, integration is essential. The real value comes when organizations move beyond isolated pilots and adopt unified frameworks across the enterprise. Third, responsible AI. Responsible AI is not just optional. Ethics, governance, and transparency must be built in from the beginning. Trust is the foundation for adoption. Finally, MLOps maturity is the enabler. Consistent practices for model development, deployment, turn AI from one-time projects into sustainable capabilities. This takeaway summarizes the journey from past-focused PA to integrated, responsible, and scalable enterprise intelligence. This is how organization can stay competitive in a data-driven world. We have covered a lot today, from the evaluation of enterprise intelligence to the building blocks, responsible AI, the architecture, and finally the roadmap to make it all real. Enterprise intelligence is no longer about looking back. It is about acting now and preparing for what comes next. AI and ML ops together allow organizations to make smarter, faster, and more reliable decisions. These are the decisions that shape growth, reduce risk, and create real competitive advantage. Thank you all for your time and attention. I hope you found this session useful. Thank you.